Hello everyone, welcome back to The Goody Life, where life is good and everything is great. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Dr. Goody, and The Goody Life is all about finding motivation, inspiration, and self-growth in all different aspects and areas of your life. So I thought today's topic we should keep it current, and I wanted to talk about how to make money at home during this quarantine. I think we all can use a little bit of extra cash right now, especially for those of you who may have lost your job, or if you're sheltered in place and you had to close down your small business. I thought this would be a great area for us to talk about. So let's get started. I'm going to break down a variety of different ways in how you can make money right out of your home. Make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end of this video if you want to find out how you can make money without having any experience. The first area I wanted to talk about are for those of you who may have had a small business and you had to close it down. Are you someone who had a small store, or you used to take things to stores to sell for you, but you're not able to do that because now most of us are sheltered in place? Such businesses can be like a nail salon, a small clothing store. Maybe you used to sell books, you had a bookstore, maybe you had a jewelry store, or maybe you were doing taxes. So there's a variety of different things that you could have been doing right now, but because of quarantine, you just had to shut your business down. So if your business is currently closed down, I know a lot of you may not agree with this, but a lot of things are shifting online. Can you move your business from being in the small stores to online? For example, one of the things I can think of right off my head was, normally when I'm going on vacation or I'm out and about, I try to get my nails done, but because we're quarantined, all the salons are closed down. So one day I was looking up on Instagram and I saw these pictures of nail that one of the local nail salon person had posted, and I contacted her and she told me her salon is not working, but what she is doing is she's making nails and selling them online, and she can drop them off for me. They're stick-ons. So I ordered a set for myself. They turned out really great. I ended up ordering 3 more sets. And she has so much business going right now that I still have to wait a week and a half to 2 before I can get my hands on those nails. So she thought very fast, how does she still keep making an income for herself? What she did was, even though the nail salon was closed down, she shifted her business online. If you're someone who even sell like hair care or hair product or even hair in general, can you start selling those things online? So first area that I want you guys to think about is, if you're a small business owner, how do you move that online? Now I wanted to talk about another area. Do you guys have a skill or a talent? Can you perform? So if you watched my video last week where I talked about skill set, you know everyone have a gift. Everyone have a skills. It's something that can be learned. So each and every one of you out there right now, you do have a skill. You do have a talent. You just need to think about it. What is it that you have and how can you use it to make an income in this current situation? Some of you already have a talent. Some of you are good at stand-up comedy. Some of you are good at dancing. Some of you are good at yoga. Some of you are good at exercising. Some of you are good at cooking. Some of you are a bartender. These are all still ways you can make money from your home now. Even better, you don't have to show up to work anymore. You just do it in your home. So how do you do this? So I don't know if a lot of you know of the website Eventbrite, and I'm pretty sure there's so many other ones that you can advertise the work that you're trying to do. Let's say, for example, you're a stand-up comedian. What you can do is go to Eventbrite, create a flyer, say what your talent is, what time it will be, and a small tab, be it $10 or $5 per show. And you would have, once you have that, you would also have to use another platform where you can do it via online. So such as Zoom. Zoom is one of those things that I use when I'm doing meeting. I'm pretty sure there's so many more out there, so you don't have to particularly use that one. I'm just talking about that one because I'm more aware of it. So Zoom is one of those things where you can create a meeting and you'll have a meeting number. So let's say, for example, you're having a stand-up comedy show. For all those people who paid you, those are the people you'll be sending your meeting number, so they will be able to join in and no one else randomly would join in. So that's one way to make money now, is you can create a flyer. You can also use social media, use all of them: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever is out there. I'm a big fan of social media. I've said this before, once it's used appropriately. So advertise yourself, put out your talent, put out your skill sets and what you want that performance to be. Charge a small fee. People will tune in. Most of the time, some of the people who are still working and get off at 5 o'clock, they normally would go on Fridays to a bar to grab a drink or go watch a stand-up comedy show. So if you're one of those people who have that talent, why not make money out of it right now while you're at home? So the good thing about this, your clientele will be coming in globally. So you won't just be performing in a community where you have just a few people in that community. You will be drawing in clientele globally. So people will be coming in from all over the place to watch your stand-up comedy, or to watch, let's say, even if you're doing a session where you're teaching people how to make drinks right out of their home, or if you're a chef and you know how to cook, maybe you're either teaching a cooking class and they're watching the recipe, or if you're an artist. I know they used to have this thing where we would go and you would do painting and you would enjoy wine. Maybe you're an artist and you can just still have that online performance where you're teaching how to paint and people can just watch it from their home and enjoy that time with their family. Another great thing to do right now too online is, let's say if you're a preschool teacher or you're a kindergarten teacher, maybe create your own online profile of what you can do and where you're offering kids to join in to learn their ABCs, to learn their numbers, to learn poetries, something for them to do. Family are feeling frustrated right now with their kids, especially it's summertime. There's not much happening. They can't really take them out. They would be more than happy to pay that money so you can work with their child while they just take a breather for an hour or an hour and 30 minutes. While you're just there, they log into the computer, you teach them some ABCs, you sing some songs with them. Everybody is happy. You make an income, the family gets some peace. It's a win-win situation for everyone. So think about your current job also, like I said, like a teacher, and you can still make some income right now if you're at home. Or if you have a talent such as being a comedian, or if you're a singer or a dancer or a performer, you can still make an income right now. For example, there's a lot of graduations happening. People are not really having a graduation ceremony outside, so even the family that's gathering in the home, maybe they can hire you to sing for them. Or if there's a birthday party, you can be that energy booster that's on the screen, but you're just getting everybody hyped at home for their party. So think out loudly and write down what you think you're good at, and then try to execute it. Now, how do you do this? Again, if it's not a job where you can be applying for it, you would have to create your business online. So you would have to have a platform where you have listed out your talent, your expertise, what you're good at, so people can be able to draw into it and contact you and reach out to you. And that can be done in a variety of ways. Like I told you guys, I found my nail salon person on Instagram. So utilize those platforms to benefit you. The next type of jobs that you can have, if you're already in the field, maybe you're already a professor, you're already a teacher, or you just have these skills also where you can become a translator, a tutor, an editor. This is another way to bring in income for yourself. There's a lot of people who still need stuff getting edited for them. They need a tutor. Kids always need a tutor. A translator doesn't only have to be language-wise. Maybe you can translate documentations for people. So there's so many types of ways and talents that you have, be it in your professional world or be it something that you just learned how to do, you can still utilize that to make money. You created your online profile where you talked about your experience, what you're teaching, or what your skills are. That's one area already that you have set up. But who else should you be reaching out to? You should be reaching out to colleges, universities, schools. That's where you're going to be drawing in your clientele from. Another example I can think about is when I was in my dissertation program. I was writing hundreds and hundreds of pages, and it didn't matter if I read it 10 times. I was still going to have a grammatical error. So I needed an editor. My professor gave me a list of editors. I called one of them, and that worked out really well for me. I didn't even have to look online for an editor. So even though you have your online profile, which is good and where people will contact you from, you also want to reach out to people in that network. You want to network in your field. So you would want to send your information to those schools, those universities, those colleges. Tell them what your expertise is, whether you're a tutor, whether you're an editor. You want to give them that information. So if they have a student or someone who needs that type of help, they just give them your information. You're just pulling in clientele from everywhere. Nothing feels good like when you have a waiting list. That's when you know, wow, I'm doing really great at my job. But it's not only doing great at it, it's knowing how to network in your field, reaching out to everyone, everywhere that needs your service. So that way you're bringing in clients from everywhere. The next area of where you can bring in an income, maybe you're not someone who want to start a business or take your talent online and provide your services that way. Maybe you just want to work for companies. There are so many companies that's still hiring and have people work from home. If you're in the tech field, you know, you must have heard that Twitter has work from home, Facebook, Google, Dell, all of these companies and many, many more, they have work from home now for their employees. So you may want to start applying to those jobs. And if you need to work on your resume a bit, also check out my video from last week, because last week I talked about building skill sets and building your professional portfolio. So that should be helpful for you in helping you to gain a job, or whether you're applying to work from home or whether you're looking into what skill sets you need. It would help a little bit more. So still apply for jobs online, like tech jobs, banks. Banks is another place also that you can work from home. Even stores, there's a lot of stores that still have online jobs right now, so you can become a virtual assistant. That way you are still making money, but you're just working for a company. So if you prefer to work for a company, there's many companies out there that you can look for and apply for jobs to where you can work from home. So that's one area too. And last but not least, if you are someone who don't want to start your own business, you don't want to work for a company, you're like, I just want to make a quick 20 to 60 in the next day or week. Look around in your house, in your garage, in your shed. Look for things that you have not used or you don't plan on using. I know a lot of you still have clothes that probably have the tags on it, shoes that probably have never been worn, kitchen stuff that you have never used and you probably don't plan on using it. Put it up for sale. Make an ad. Sell them on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Craigslist, wherever. There's so many platforms out there. Utilize them, sell them out. Your junk can be someone else's treasure. Sell them out, you make yourself a good 20, a good 100. No experience needed, no talent needed. Just take a few pictures of them, put them online, say how much you want for it, and someone will purchase it from you. Just a quick recap of all the ways we talked about of how you can make money. If you're someone who has a small business and you can't be there physically, how can you move it to online so you can start earning an income? Or if you have a talent or a skills or an expertise, such as being a cook, a comedian, a tutor. Take it online, create a social profile so you can bring in clientele, so you can start making some money from working at home. Or whether you choose to just work for a company, just apply and work for companies that have work from home for you. Or you decided to sell some of your stuff to make a quick buck. There's a variety of different ways that you can make an income right now. I have not even listed out a small percentage of all the activities and all the things you can do out there. So I want you to take this time to sit down, write down what are your skills, what are your talents. Don't only stick to the ones I talked about. Think about what you're really good at or what you're capable of doing. And then put an action plan into it and start executing it so you can start earning an income for yourself while you are at home. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you're someone who moved your business online, or you just started off to do like a performance show from home, comment below and let me know how that's working for you. I wish you guys all the best in this area and in this current time. And don't forget to tune in next week to learn about the different types of investment. During this quarantine and COVID situation that everyone is going through, a lot of people are going to walk out of this with their own businesses, their own companies, and they're going to earn money in a variety of different ways. And I want you to be one of that person too. So I will be sharing some tips and tricks on whether you're investing with $5 or $25,000. What are these investments out there and how can they benefit you? So tune in next week for that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.